Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to day 3 of the Green Leader Retreat. And I wasn't able to be live yesterday, but today I'm here with you guys. And I just wanted to thank you for being part of this, for being part of this retreat, for your entrance for your interest of making a change, of taking that step to see construction in another perspective, to be part of the change in the construction environment, of the construction field. I am so thankful for being here with you guys, and I'm so thankful for having you guys here with me and sharing this information with you guys. That I know these last 2 days we focused in building ourselves in the green field, and today it's a day where you will see a little bit more about projects, and I know that that's kind of what your focus is on, but I know that sometimes we need to, or we need someone that reminds us that we are as important as our jobs. We are as important as we as we take our role every day, as we take our jobs, as we take our responsibilities. And well, I just wanted to thank you for being here, and let's go on and jump in to day 3 of this Green Leader Retreat. So I would go ahead and share my screen with you guys. Okay, let me just check this right now. Okay, awesome. Let me just put this like this. Awesome. Okay, guys, so recognizing your project's goals. Here comes the fun, right? Put a yes in the chat room. Come on, let's get all excited. Okay, so recognizing your project's goals. Well, guys, having a clear list of the aspects that you are trying to achieve for your project is one of the main things that you need to follow and you need to go on with. And what do I mean by this is I usually work with lead projects. So in lead, what we use is a checklist. And what I do is I get my checklist and I check all of the sustainable aspects of the project versus the original scope of work, the the specifications that the client may give you, that the client may have already originally. So what I do is take all the sustainable aspects that the project already has, and I put those aspects right in my checklist. So if I need anything else to add up for the project to achieve the objectives of the project, then we just make arrangements and we check what aspects are feasible for these type of projects, what other aspects are feasible to add to these projects, and achieve those goals. So the thing here is, and this is key in a project and sustainable projects, because we usually work with conventional projects and everybody is already enrolled in those projects, so we need to have everybody in the same page. And what I mean by this is having the whole team in the same page. You might know the aspects that you need to achieve your project's goals, but what about your team, right? Put me a yes in the chat room if you agree. I mean, if the team doesn't know what are the goals of these projects, then we might have issues in the future, and we need to take care of that way before anything, or way before we have any issues in these type of projects. So having these aspects really, really clear in your checklist, in your list of sustainable aspects, and having these aspects really, really clear in your teammates, with your teammates, and having them aware of the aspects that you are following or that you need to comply to be successful in these type of projects. And being the leader to obtain main objectives is something that is very important. Why? Because in these type of projects, people don't usually know what they need to do, or what you need from them, or what the project needs from them to achieve these type of aspects, these type of um, features that the project may need to obtain and to achieve these type of goals, and to achieve a certification, and to go through a certification process. So being a leader will always help you in your team members, with your team members. It would always be useful with your team members. And I mean, you need your team members, whether you like it or not. You need them. We all need our team members, and we all need the whole team together and in the same page to be able to be successful with these type of projects, right? So how many of you agree with this? Say I agree in the chat room. Come on, let's get this going. Let me see those hearts um, if you agree with this. Let me see those hearts. If you've been in these type of situations, or you're trying to avoid them. I mean, because sometimes we don't know how to avoid certain situations until we are put on the spot, right? So I'm putting you guys on the spot right now. Focus on this during the process. Okay, guys. So check and recheck projects floor plans. And why am I saying this? I'm sorry about that noise. It's my neighbor doing some noise. So check and recheck projects floor plans. Why? Because you need to know that all the aspects in your checklist are in the floor plans. Does that make sense? Put a yes if you agree. Make sure all relevant documentation specifies the project's goals. And what do I mean with all the documentation? Well, in the project's process, name it. If you are doing executive project, design process, construction process, and delivery process, there is always documents involved in these process. So just make sure that your documents have specific goals of the project, specific sustainable aspects of the projects. So just to maintain this consistency, and that's how we go to the other point, that we take this consistency throughout the whole project. That way, we won't have team members saying, I didn't know about that. You didn't tell me. I didn't see that. So we want to avoid that, right? Give me a yes if you agree with this. Organize your flow. Organize your workflow. So have a timeline for your project. And how do you make a timeline for your project? Or what do you need to make a timeline for your project? The first thing that you need is to have in mind and take into consideration the whole certification process. As I said before, I work with lead projects, and the certification process of the project has its process. So you need to have that in mind, and you need the information from your superintendent of the project's timeline, of the project's workflow, so you can go ahead and take your timeline, do your process, do your timeline, and have that in mind to check your times and organize your workflow and organize all the documentation that you may need. And when you are able to deliver this documentation and deliver these design process, construction process, commissioning process, and delivery process. So this is very important to have in mind so you can just be organized in your workflow. And I have someone who just came here to visit. So if you hear some noises, it's my little one over here visiting me right now, right? Okay, so let's continue. And having all of your documents organized from the beginning, here he is, the sweet little one. Having all your documents organized from the beginning will always help you organize your workflow and have time to do anything that you may need to do afterwards or in between or during the process that may not be in your timeline, that may not be in your schedule. So it's very important to have everything very organized. And again, be consistent with this, be consistent with yourself, be consistent with this workflow, be consistent with this timeline, and have everything prepared and have everything on time, because all of this, the thing that will give you is peace during these process, during the certification process. And it would give you time to study the project. It would give you time to research, because in this type of job, you need to do a lot of research and you need to read a lot as well. And it's part of the process. It's just having everything organized will help you be able to check information that you may not have in mind at the beginning, and during the process something came up, because in construction we always have something coming up. And whether or not you don't want this to happen, in construction, this will always happen for a reason or for whatever you may name it. I mean, it always happens. Something always happens in construction. So this is a good thing to do, and be able to, be organized with your workflow and be organized with everything that you need to go through. Okay, so this is it, guys. This is it for today. This is day 3 of the Green Leader Retreat. And tomorrow I have a bonus day of retreat for you guys. So I want to share some special information for you guys. I have something very, very special prepared for you guys that I want to share with you. And I'm pretty sure you would be very curious of this, and you would be very I will very appreciate you guys being tomorrow in our bonus fourth day of this Green Leader Retreat, because I think this is a great opportunity for you. I mean, this is, I'm trying to give everything I have for you, the information. Sometimes I try to give you all of the information that I have, all of the information, and I'm just finding ways to share that with you, to be with you, and to give you and make you part of this. So if you give me a chance, I would be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and I will be giving you some special information that you can take with you, and that I'm pretty sure you're going to love, and that you are going to appreciate and keep that information, that it's I've done this information. I've done all of this for you, and I prepared everything for you. So I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I just hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye, guys. Namaste.